Okay, so I got a question for some of y'all. And the question is this. When you were growing up, who had the most influence in your life? Was it your mama or your daddy? Because I know for me, I grew up with my great grandmother. And when she passed away, I was sent to my grandmother. And I was raised from that point on. She taught me everything. She taught me how to carry myself in the public view. She taught me about my morals. She taught me about pretty much how to be a man. Till this day, she's like the second biggest influence in my life. Of course, my father was incarcerated most of my life. And at this point, he's probably been the one to teach me the most things, to be honest. But growing up, it was a female presence. It was a feminine presence. I'm saying all that to say this. You see, in the Bible, it teaches us that Eve bit the apple and that we should pretty much blame everything on Eve, because if Eve hadn't did it, we wouldn't be in this current position right now. She tricked us, she fooled us. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a coded message, man. It's a message that's coded. It's been switched up plenty of times. If I were to tell a secret to one person and they had buku people standing in line, I whisper in his ear, hey, tell this to such. By the time it would get to the end of the line, the story will be totally different. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard that analogy before. So it's the same with the Bible. You got to realize the Bible is a collection of old ancient texts that have been rewritten and revised several different times. It's pretty much a big plagiarized book. Although, like I said before, that book is a foundation for you to learn from, a foundation for you to build from. You see, if you were teaching a child math, you're not going to start them off with algebra. You're going to start them off with basically learning numbers at first, right? You're not just going to give them algebra, right? So a lot of us have started out with a foundation, but we haven't took the time to continue to do our research and continue to learn, because life starts to set in. You start to have wants, you start to have needs, you start to become indoctrinated. You start to have bills that you need to pay, so you can't focus on studying or doing things. And then you look at entertainment like the television, it distracts you. Everything becomes a certain distraction to keep you from evolving spiritually. You see, everybody thinking that we evolving so much technologically, but we're not really evolving technologically, because we've been evolved technologically. We've really been dumbed down. You think that this is technological evolution that we're going through? All this stuff been out a long time ago, man. Cell phones, electricity, light bulbs, and all this. They act like all that stuff was invented recently. I'm here to tell you it wasn't. But back to the subject. We're talking about the woman. And we're talking about how the world has led us to believe that the woman is below the man, when really it's not the case here. And I'm not trying to say that the woman is above the man either. All I'm trying to say is, the truth is, the woman did come first, my brothers. I'm sorry. The woman did come first. It's in science. It's called the mitochondrial principle, the mitochondrial DNA. Look it up if you think I'm lying. It's where the virgin birth really comes from. It's called parthenogenesis. You see, the black woman was the original. The beautiful black woman, probably dark as the night. That was the original physical form on this planet, what we call Earth. Sorry to say. I mean, you can even look at the Pope. Go ahead. Look up some pictures of the Pope. You know who he's praying to? They call her the Black Madonna. Yeah, they call her the Black Madonna. Look it up. Matter of fact, I'll post a picture with this video to show you all. A picture of the Black Madonna. Peace and blessings.